My 5-step ultimate closer's guide to closing wholesaling real estate deals. If you are looking to close more wholesaling deals and make more money, this is the video for you. What I'm gonna do today is specifically show you my 5 steps so you can actually start closing more wholesaling deals. Now I say time and time again, you don't need to be this expert type person over the phone or how super smooth to start closing deals. Heck, I was a scrawny, nervous 17-year-old kid way back in the day when I closed my first wholesaling deal, and I know you can do the same exact thing. So let's break down in 5 steps how you can go from somebody looking to sell the property to getting the deal locked up right now. So step number 1, and probably one of the most important steps of this whole process, is qualifying. And qualifying is just making sure whoever you're talking to is actually gonna end up being a good wholesaling deal or not. I believe one of the biggest issues I see with wholesalers is they give offers to sellers that shouldn't be getting offers at all. When you give an offer to your motivated seller, you wanna make sure you have the best chance possible of getting it closed, and not giving an offer to someone that's not even wanting an offer or even is gonna have a high chance of you saying yes, or is having a high chance of them actually wanting to go with you. So my best piece of advice for anyone trying to qualify a seller is just go through my regular seller script. My regular selling script is a simple 4-letter acronym, MCTP. That is right, MCTP. MCTP stands for when you're talking to a seller and they say they're looking to sell the property. Number 1, M, motivation. Why are you looking to sell the property? C, condition. Can you tell me a little bit more about the property? How's the roof, AC, any repairs have to be done on the property? T, time frame. When are you looking to sell the property? And P, price. How much are you looking to sell the house for? If you can talk to your motivated sellers with those 4 simple questions, number 1, you're gonna sound pretty confident in knowing what you're talking about because you're actually asking the right questions to your motivated sellers. Number 2, you're gonna be able to really figure out why they're looking to sell the property. And that is the secret to figuring out if someone's qualified or not. Do they actually have a really legit reason why they're looking to get rid of the property? And do they have any urgency, their time frame of looking to sell the house? And you really figure out if this is something worth pursuing or not. I just feel like a lot of wholesalers give offers to people that don't have a time frame, or they're actually not having a reason they're looking to sell the property. And I think this is a big mistake wholesalers are making. Now, once we're qualified, what we need to do is number 2, which is conditioning the seller. Now, this is a lot different than asking about the condition of the property, right? Conditioning the seller actually eliminates the worst possible outcome with the negotiations with your motivated seller. So you might think there's only 2 ways the negotiations can go. When I give an offer to a seller, either they say yes or they say no. Well, this is actually not the truth. When you're talking to a motivated seller, the worst possible scenario is they say maybe, possibly I'm looking to sell the property, or I'll think about your offer. Because really, if you get a no, that's kind of the point. That's what we're trying to go for. We're trying to make lowball offers. We're trying to get them to say no. So if they say no, we can renegotiate, get a killer deal under contract. And then obviously if they say yes, then boom, it's a good wholesaling deal. Now, the reason why maybe sucks is time kills all deals. When you put more time in between the seller saying yes to your deal or any time with them to think about it, the chance of them getting a deal just dwindles down to nothing. So that's one of the biggest issues. And back in the day, when somebody just wanted to think about the offer, it was usually just a death sentence of your deal and you're not gonna make any money. But now we have strategies to counteract this. So when you're talking to a motivated seller and you're about to go to the house or maybe give them an offer over the phone for virtual wholesaling, what you wanna do is ask them, are they ready to make a yes or no decision on selling the property before you meet them? More specifically, one of the lines I give them is, hey, Mr. Seller, before I go meet you at your house, I just want to ask you a question up front. Are you ready to make a yes or no decision on selling the property when I go meet you tomorrow? Yes or no? And 99% of the time, they say, yes, I'm ready to make a decision. If not, well, why aren't you ready? Oh, you got to wait for your wife? Well, why don't we do a time that works well when your wife's here? The problem is you want all decision makers there. And if you can get them to make an upfront agreement on wanting to sell the property, you're pretty much good to go. Now, step 3 is an important one, and one that I think a lot of people are nervous of, but this is just the standard lowball. That is it. Lowball your seller. You have them qualified. You condition them to say yes or no. Now it's time to give the offer. And more specifically, give them an insane lowball offer. Now think of an offer that scares you, and that's what I want you to offer. Here's the problem. There is a massive issue in the wholesaling industry. Wholesalers are making 5 and 10K a deal, when I personally believe they should be making 25, 30, 40, 50, heck, 100K a deal. And the only thing stopping you from making $40,000 on a deal is just you making lower offers. That is all you need to do. Make lower offers. I could scream it from the rooftops, but just make a lower offer and you'll end up overall making more money. So this is my plea to you watching this. Make lowball offers and don't be scared of it. Have confidence, have trust that when you make these lowball offers, there is a high percentage. It might not be a complete yes, but we can renegotiate from there. But know that there's a good chance that they might say yes, and boom, we make $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 wholesaling on this specific deal. Now the question is, how do we make that lowball offer? Well, my best way that I give a lowball offer is called the good cop, bad cop strategy, which is basically I blame the offer on my other partner, which conveniently isn't there. The best thing you can do in negotiations is just blame your partner for why you're giving a lowball offer to the seller. More specifically, hey, Mr. Seller, I was talking to my partner Rick about the property and he told me he was looking to buy the house for around $100,000. Now you shut up, you see their reaction. Now either they're gonna blow up on you and say, oh my gosh, that's way too low, I'd never take it, get out of my house. And honestly, that's okay if they say that, because what you're gonna say is, oh, hey, I know, Rick's crazy. He always wants to offer the house for like $1. But I'm the decision maker here. I'm just mentioning what he said. Well, obviously you're not gonna take 100,000, but like, where are you at? And maybe you can find some common ground here. And then boom, you can renegotiate from there and you end up winning. Because when you offer so low, if the seller just meets in the middle of your insane lowball offer, you're gonna be a winner. It's like if you're a garbage man and you offer off the bat, give me 20 million a year to be a garbage man, and they say, no, we can offer you 100 grand, and you say, well, just meet them in the middle and give me $10 million a year. And they say, you know what? Perfect. Let's split the difference. And you make 10 million. Guess who wins in that negotiation? The garbage man, because his insane demands are so crazy just to even meet in the middle of his insane demands. You are the winner. So have such an insane lowball offer. Like think of an offer in your mind that scares the snot out of you and just offer 70, 80% of that and you're going to do well. Number 4, ABL, or what we call always be leaving. Guys, don't be scared to say no or to walk away from a deal if the seller just wants too much for the house. There's a good chance if you follow up, you could potentially negotiate and get another offer and get another deal, but you don't want to be scared or feel like you have to get a deal locked up if it's just too high. Always be comfortable leaving the seller and always be comfortable saying no. One example of this I always give is when I'm with a seller and I always ask them like, why don't you just list the house? You'll probably just get more money for it. My offer won't be anything close to a listing offer. And it feels like I'm just trying to get them to get away from me, but I'm always leaving, right? I'm like, well, if you want the most of the house, just go with the realtor. The reason this works so well is the seller has already made a decision they don't want to go with a realtor and they don't want the most of the house. So we're talking to us for a cash offer on the home. So what you need to do is just do that. And they'll say, well, I don't want to go with a realtor. This house needs a lot of work. I just don't want to deal with. And if I'm being frank, a quick no hassle cash offer is way better than doing the whole thing with a realtor and paying all their commission. And boom, now they're selling you, which is a different way than any other wholesaler is doing this. And step 5, last but not least, sign now and sign quick. What did I tell you? Time kills all deals. And the more time you put in between the seller accepting your offer and getting a contract signed, the more the deal is going to die out. So right when they say yes, we need to get a contract out there and get them to sign. This even means when you're going out here and getting the contract to the seller, you want it pre-filled out. You want basically everything in that contract signed out, printed, typed out, or handwritten already, where all you have to put is the price and their name and boom, you're good to go. The more time you give, the worse chance you have of actually getting the deal locked up. I've always had contracts in my car just in case so I don't forget. And heck, if we're virtually wholesaling and we give an offer to a seller, what we do is we stay on the phone with the seller until they get the agreement signed. The problem is a lot of virtual wholesalers have is they give an offer to the seller and then they say, I'm gonna send you the DocuSign right now. Just let me know when you sign it and call me back. And what happens is it gets sent, the seller sees it, they have a couple questions and they're like, wait, this is a scam. And then you never hear from them again and they ghost you. What you gotta do instead is when they say yes on the phone, hey, Mr. Seller, great. What I'm gonna do is send you over the agreement over email. Let me know right now when you see it. I'm gonna stay on the phone just in case you have any questions so we can make sure we get this done. And then you stay on the phone. The reason you stay on the phone is you're gonna be kind of annoying. The seller wants you off the phone. And because you're so stinking annoying to them that they want you off the phone and the only way to get you off the phone is to sign that agreement so they can go back to their Sopranos or Kardashians or whatever they want to watch. And boom, you get the deal locked up the quickest amount of time. So overall, the 5 steps to start closing more sellers and more deals. Number 1, qualify. Number 2, condition them. Number 3, give them a lowball offer the right way. Number 4, ABL, always be leaving. And step 5, sign now and sign quick. If you're willing to do these strategies, you're gonna start closing more sellers and have complete confidence and belief in yourself so you can make more money wholesaling real estate. Guys, if you got any value from this video, do me a favor, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe. If you wanna watch me close sellers live or see other things I just can't show on my YouTube channel, just go to my free wholesaling course, freewholesaling.com. and I'll see you soon. This is Zach signing out. Have a blessed one.